From building corner bases to asking for co-leader promotion right after entering a clan, here are all the mistakes we all made as new players in Clash of Clans. Number 1. If there is one thing certain in this life, it is that in the moment we'll see an empty spot in the middle of the enemy base, we'll deploy our troops there. This is the so-called black hole, an evil trap designed to destroy our army in seconds. If you decide to deploy your troops there, be sure that you will find any type of traps, hidden Tesla, or defenses perfectly placed for your destruction. The problem is that we all know it is a trap, but still, some primordial instincts inside want us to do it. Let's be honest, I did it many times back in the day and I am sure that all of you did as well. Number 2. This is a big one. It is like a rite of passage. Building our village in the corner, thinking that this way will save a few walls to defend better. We thought we were the smartest players, and that it is strange no one thought about it before. All this only to find out that in reality, we made it easier for the enemy, because as you now know, we can easily deploy our troops on the borders of the village. I guess mistakes make us stronger, and this is definitely something we will never forget. Number 3. Spending our gems. In the early stage of the game on upgrades, skins, or anything else. The gems are too precious to be spent on anything that is not the builders, especially in the early stages. We need to get those 5 builders as fast as possible, but even then we still need to save the gems for the apprentices, because the highest value we can get out of them is for the upgrading time or the hero equipment and nothing else, even though we all now and then spend them to finish an upgrade faster or to get the missing resources. Be honest and tell me in the comments what was the worst usage of gems you ever did. Number 4. Clash of Clans is a game of patience, where you need time to get resources and time to upgrade your base. In fact, it might take years in order to be fully maxed, but not all of us have that patience. We all want the last town hall immediately, which leads a lot of new players to rush their village. One of the biggest mistakes one can make. It still might take around a month to get there, after which you will leave the game, because all your troops will be too weak to compete with maxed town halls, and your village will be defeated every time with 3 stars. But if you will decide to max everything out, it will be an endless pain. Number 5. With time, we understood that there are some obstacles in the game that will never come back. So, if we want to save them, we don't need to remove them. The same is true for the stones. Once removed, we will never be able to get them back. But at the start, no one knew about it. We all wanted our village clean and removed all the possible obstacles. That's why at the moment the rarest accounts in the game are those with rare decorations, such as the beta stone or the Christmas tree from 2012. At least today, we have the shovels to remove those obstacles without losing them. Number 6. Another thing we all did in the beginning was to try and get as high as possible on the ladder, because we thought that a higher league will mean we are good at the game, which is something logical in other games but not in Clash. Unless you are at the highest town hall available, it will be better not to push too much. Otherwise, we will find ourselves attacking town halls 2 levels higher than us, if not more, making our journey everything but fun. We all understand it, yet we all tried it at one point. Number 7. We all know that the first requirement to stay in an active clan is to donate troops, but there is an exception to this rule, and it is when your troops are level 1. Things we couldn't understand at the start, and continuously donated our low-level troops to high-end town halls. We wanted to be good members, but ended up being banned instead. And it can be even worse. I am talking about donating in Clan War Castle, only to be cursed by the other players seconds later. Number 8. One of the hardest parts in upgrading our village are definitely the walls. Their number increase with almost every new town hall, up to 325 pieces. So you can imagine why for a new player can be overwhelming to upgrade all of them every time. They all are looking for higher town halls rather than higher walls, which is why most of them skipped walls. We even got town halls 16 and 17 with level 1 walls. Something we normal players can get a headache only from looking at. Number 9. Another error we all made at the start was to forget to start an upgrade or laboratory research and leave our builders sleep. The biggest mistake a new player can do. Even by playing constantly, we will need years to max out our village, reason why the builders need to work non-stop. In the real life, this would have been illegal, but in Clash of Clans, it is a necessity, especially the laboratory researches since they are the biggest bottleneck in the game. But eventually, we all forgot about them at the start. Number 10. After the corner base, there is another big mistake we made, thinking it was genius at the time. I am talking about double walls. This is something we all at a certain point decided to try, doubling the walls so that enemy wall breakers won't be able to get in easily. But there is a small problem with this, and it is that wall breakers deal area damage, making it even easier for the enemy to open our base. Those wall breakers were looking at our walls like babies at a candy. As we learned that if you don't want to lose any future video, you have to subscribe to the channel before we get to Number 11. Since I remember Clash of Clans, there is one strategy noobs free, and it is putting a Tesla or builder hut in the corner of the base. How many times we've lost with 99% only because we forgot to check the corners or to take with us a few extra barbarians just in case? It is not our fault since, when attacking, we all focus our attention on the strongest defenses and forget about the hidden ones, when in reality they are the most dangerous ones. The funny part is that for the time we learn to check the corners, most of the players will stop using this strategy. Number 12. This is something we all did at the start since it was also the only real strategy, and it is spamming our troops randomly. From Town Hall 1 to 4, the only real strategy was to get down the mortar and spam as many barbarians as possible, but let's be honest, we never stopped. We did it with the balloons, with the dragons when unlocked, and with the electro dragons in the end. Spamming is the strategy of noobs, and at a certain point, we all were noobs. There is nothing to be ashamed of. But if you want to have fun, try to learn a real attacking strategy, and I am sure that your gaming experience will change drastically. Number 13. Clash of Clans, as the name says, is about clans, and at a certain moment we all decided to create our clan. This usually happens right after unlocking it. We wanted to be a leader and grow our clan as soon as possible. But, as you now know, it is not that easy. You need to be patient in order to find serious players and co-leaders who will follow the rules. Otherwise, the clan will become a chaotic place. In a few words, definitely an experience to avoid if you just started out, but one more time, it is something we all learned only after trying. Number 14. There is one unwritten rule during clan wars, and it is to attack always your mirror. But the fear of failure in new players is too big, and they tend to choose easier bases with lower town halls, hoping to get 3 stars. When the reality is that we need to attack stronger bases because failing and learning is better than an easy win. Number 15. Another big mistake all new players do is not knowing the strengths and weaknesses of the army they use. There are plenty of tutorials on YouTube from which you can learn everything. Things like knowing that the weakness of hogs is the wizard tower, or the weakness of golem is the inferno tower, and so on. Try and learn as much as you can, because winning will always be more fun than losing. Number 16. This one is a cult. You just unlock the clan castle at Town Hall 3, and the first thing you do when joining a clan is to ask for co-leader promotion. We all tried it, only to be kicked right after out of the clan. Number 17. Nowadays, it become easier with the Supercell ID, but back in the time, we all forgot to save our village. Some didn't have Facebook while others just lost their phone. The point is that we all lost at least an account. That's why you absolutely need to save it on the Supercell ID, since starting from 0 will cost you a lot of time.